teacher.
Hi, Snow. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good, good. I know you've been busy lately, right?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. How's the weather over there? Is it getting colder?
Yeah, it become cold, but um, compared with another city that is warm.
Mm. Oh, really? So
Yeah.
maybe your city is warmer than other parts of China?
Yeah, it's warm than other parts of China.
Oh, okay, okay, interesting, interesting. Yeah, over here it's getting really, really cold now. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, cool. So, how have you been? What have you been doing recently?
Now,
Yeah.
I will have lots of exam, because this month we will become we talk that exam month. It's lots of exam in that. So we must review lots of study, and remember lots of book.
Okay, I see, I see. So, how many exams do you have this month?
In this month, uh, at least 5 exam.
At least five. Wow, that's a lot of exams.
Yeah.
Um, okay, okay, interesting. And are you taking all of them at the same time? When are your exams?
No, it's not in the same time. Because this exam in this month, we talk that um, it's not very important.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, but it's also a little more important, um, because uh, it's not um, uh, the required class. The required class. Mm,
Required class?
yeah, it's not
Oh,
a required class, and that is only uh, it is only a course without examination, but uh, but we also it also have some difficult class,
hmm.
um, but that don't have a very big um, it's also talk it don't have lots of um, the guard point average. It don't have
Oh,
very
grade
big,
points.
yeah,
Grade point
yeah, grade
average.
point.
I
Yeah.
see. I see. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. And then after your exams, then the term is over, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, no, no.
No?
This is only the some only important exam, and in the January we will have some important exam. Uh, that is our uh, that is our the professional process, and that exam is very difficult to pass it.
Oh.
It's very very difficult.
So I thought that. Do you have a break? Um, do you have like a holiday, like a vacation at the end of this month?
Uh, no, it's not end of
Oh.
this month. It's end of um the last uh the last exam.
Oh, so the last exam is in January.
Yeah.
So it's, okay, I see. Interesting. Okay, okay. Yeah. All right. So it's a little different than over here, because the last exam for students, college students in America is in this month. So in the end of December is the last exam, and then students go for vacation at the end of December. For like Christmas and New Year's. So that's what
Yeah.
they do. Yeah. Okay.
Um, I think that's different because the New Year's different. In China,
Ah,
the
right.
Spring Festival is in the February.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right. Awesome. So, I just want to continue our conversation about motivation. Um,
Yeah.
so I just had a few more questions for you. Um, I wanted to know, like, do you know the word ambition? Ambition.
Um. Uh. Yeah, I know that.
Okay. And so, can you tell me what do you think it means?
I think the ambitions means that is, someone want to do something and want to win something and have a big goal and want to dream it.
Yeah, yeah. So like ambition,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And it's really similar to motivation, like um motivation is, somebody's reason to do something, and ambition is like somebody's um like their goal, right? Like it's like
Yeah.
if I say my ambition in life is to become a successful person, that's like my goal, right? That's like my goal, my ambition, my goal is to become successful, right? So I would say like Snows, your ambition is to become a very successful doctor, right?
Yeah.
Um, and and sometimes motivation can help people um, reach their ambition, right? So they're very
Yeah.
similar. It's kind of like motivation helps you motivation helps you reach ambition, right?
Mission. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's very similar to each other. So I wanted to let's talk a little bit about ambition today. Okay, so I wanted to know, like, under what conditions can motivation be influenced by
Yeah.
ambition? Okay, so it's kind of a tricky question, but like basically what the question means is, when do you think motivation can be um, determined by ambition?
Um. Because the motivation must to uh, influence a people one life
Hmm.
and uh, that can influence the ambition.
Hmm.
That motivation decide is an important thing. Uh, it's not a small thing and a small goal.
Yeah, yeah, right. So it's like if someone has a dream, right? If somebody has like ambition, it will like motivate them to reach their dreams, right?
Yeah,
So it's like it's good to have ambition because it makes you motivated to reach
yeah,
the ambition, right? It makes you
yeah,
motivated. So it's kind of like ambition creates motivation, right? It creates it for people.
yeah.
Okay. And do you think is ambition a bad personality trait? What do you think?
Um, Bad personality trait.
Do you think it's a bad personality trait? Basically, do you
Uh,
think it's bad for people to be ambitious?
yeah, I think in the World War II, people that is the Hitler,
Mm.
he have a big ambitions, but that is a bad ambition.
Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. So do you think so? So Hitler had a bad ambition, but is it
Yeah.
bad for people to have ambition? Is it bad for people, just people to have ambition?
Uh, I think that is bad for people, for other people.
For what people?
For other people, the other country people is not the German people.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So like ambition, like, so you're saying like for Hitler he had a bad ambition, so it was a bad personality trait for him. But like, when can ambition be bad for people? Like, when is ambition bad, you think?
When?
Yeah, when is it bad to have ambition?
Mm, can teacher make an example?
Like, just when do you think it's bad? Like, you said that it was bad for Hitler. His ambition was bad. So you're saying like, for him as a person, it was bad. It was a bad personality trait. But not just for Hitler, like just in general, like anybody. When do you think it's bad to have ambition?
Uh, when the ambitions hurt other people, that is a bad ambition.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, ambition hurts, when it hurts other people, and even when it hurts the person, right? So, for example, let's say someone had ambition to be, um, I don't know, like the best singer in the world, right? So they practice, 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 but they don't take care of their health because they're always practicing, and it hurts their voice because they practice too much, and because they practice too
Yeah,
much, then they lose their voice, or
yeah.
stuff like that. So it's like ambition is good, but then it becomes bad if the person becomes uh, too obsessed. So obsessed just means like, um, they don't do anything else but that, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
um, sometimes they just let their ambition take too much,
Mm,
too much of their life.
uh, that is means uh, the stubborn.
Yeah, stubborn. Yeah, and stubborn is good sometimes, but if it's too much, if you're too obsessed and too stubborn, then it becomes bad, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's when ambition is a bad personality trait, when the person is too obsessed about it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And what about competition? Competition. Let me. Do you know competition?
The competition, that is to compete with somebody.
Yeah, exactly. To compete with others. Right.
Yeah.
And do you think is competition good?
The competition have a benefit, but it also have the another side. Other side. So good is it can make people uh hard work and
Motivated.
motivated. Yeah.
Okay.
And another is some competition can make some people have a bad idea. They want to win and they use some bad way to win the competition.
hmm
Um, yeah,
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Like, sometimes people are lazy, right?
yeah,
If they don't feel motivated to do something, then they become lazy.
yeah,
But some people like competition because it makes them, work hard, like you said, right? Like they say, no, I don't want to
yeah,
lose to that person.
yeah,
So now I'm motivated to work hard and become better, so that's really good. But then it's kind of like what you said as well. Motivation has sometimes it has its bad competition. Sorry, sometimes it has its bad side, because some people compete for the wrong reason. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so sometimes it's not good. So I think it really just depends on, the reason behind the competition, the reason why the person is competing, right? I think that's what determines if competition is good. Yeah.
Um, uh, if in the work, they want to be better uh, and be appreciated
Hmm.
to their boss and uh, their workmates,
Yeah.
uh, and they use practice way, like they make themselves um, be better
Hmm.
and to learn more about and to win the other people. That is so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah,
And
and but the bad, yeah.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
If they use some the bad way, and to it also hurts other people, like to see the gossip and to uh, make other people work become bad.
Mm.
Um, it's a bad contagion.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. And we have a word for that. You were talking about how if you compete with your coworkers at work, it's a good. So we call that friendly competition. So
Yeah.
both the people who are competing, they're good friends and they have a good relationship, but they compete with each other so that they can do better work, right? So
Yeah.
it's not like that they're trying to beat each other, but they're both trying to do good work, right? So they're competing with each other. So that's friendly competition. The other competition that you were talking about, where the person tries to cheat, that's
Yeah.
yeah, that's we call that like unfair competition. That's that's like the bad competition, right? That's like when people are cheating just so that they can win or just so that they can look better, but it hurts
Yeah.
the other person, right? So yeah, there's lots of different competition, but yeah, yeah. Um, so let's talk about motivation and competition. So
Yeah.
can motivation influence competitive behavior, right? So um, you know, when I say influence it, can motivation um, like can it be the reason for somebody's competitive behavior? Can motivation be the reason why someone is competitive?
Mm, mm, in the if in the job in the work, the motivated to the competitive, maybe it have a higher scholar,
Hmm.
uh, and uh, uh, and have a good um, position,
Hmm.
have a good position in the office,
Hmm.
um, and that makes them competitive.
Hmm.
And if it's in the school, um, in the exam, uh, uh, every people is a competitor because uh, they want to, they also like the job. They want to have a good source. Um, they must to go to the better school and they can have a good source. So they are competitive. So I think the competitive uh, the competitive uh,
behavior.
yeah, is uh, is to gain the better uh, resource. Yeah, to
Mm-hmm.
have a better resource.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So it's like being competitive and motivation
Yeah,
um, are both um, kind of like what a person does to gain the better resource, right? So, um, if someone is motivated, if they have motivation, right, motivation to get a better if somebody is motivated, right, their ambition is that I want to get a better or I want to get a raise, right? I want to get a better salary at work. So now
yeah,
they're motivated with they're motivated now to
mm,
reach that ambition, and then they can start having some kind of competitive behavior, right? They say, okay,
yeah,
now at work I'm going to have a little friendly competition with my coworkers now, so I can
yeah,
reach that higher salary, my ambition, right? So
yeah,
it's kind of like so motivation I think does um, help the competitive behavior, right?
yeah.
Right. Um, okay. So what are can you tell me three things that make you motivated?
The motivated
Yeah.
um three.
Yeah, three things.
Um, uh, I disappeared it to the three. The first is now. I want to have a good college and then have a good job. And the um, second, that is uh, I become a doctor and then I can use my knowledge
Mm.
to save lots of life. Um, and the third is I will have some money, but that money is not used for me. I want to use to my parents. Uh, if they have some disease and any other, I will have the full money to uh, make their life, to save their life, because uh, the because I think the capital, the uh, the good hospital and the good resource sometimes is very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to have a full money to shore them.
Wow. Wow, that is very, very nice to know. I think those are very great reasons to be motivated, and I think that that's really good. And you're you're very you're very thoughtful. That's very good. You're very kind, and just it's those are very good reasons to be motivated. So I think that's great. High five for that. Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, I think that that's good. Motivated to have a good education, um, and a good job, and to also help others, right? So you said use your knowledge to help sick people. That's
Yeah,
very noble and incredible. And also just thinking about your parents, about making sure that you can take care of them, um, if anything happens. That's very
yeah,
good. Um, so I'm glad to hear that. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. So, do you find that motivated people are more successful than unmotivated people?
The motivated of the success motivates people.
Yeah.
Mm, uh, the jobs. Uh, yeah, the jobs I think he have motivated and become success and reach his motivating and I listen uh, his one speak
Mm.
uh, in the internet. I think he have a uh, motivative, is very strong motivative. Um,
Steve Jobs.
uh, yes, Steve Jobs. Um, and even though uh, he uh, don't um, uh, finish
Mm.
his college, but I think that's because um, his dream and his goal, and he has the motivation to finish that, and then um, he um, uh, make the efforts. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think they make efforts and then to become success and to come true his dream. So I think um, he is success and have a big motivative. But the motivative is the one I think if you have the motivative and to um, come to it and to make an effort, and then you can come true.
Hmm. And you could be successful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that statement. I also believe that motivated people are more successful than unmotivated people. Um, some it's not always true because I do see sometimes there are people who work very hard, and they're
Mm.
motivated. But the thing is that I guess it depends on what you are motivated to do, right? Because sometimes somebody who works hard is not the same person who is motivated. Like, for example, let's say somebody works hard at their job, right? So maybe they fix cars for a living, right? So and they work really hard fixing cars every day, right? But they aren't successful because although they work hard all the time, they're not motivated to do something better, right? Than just fixing cars, right? Fixing cars isn't going to make you successful, but being motivated to do something else will make you successful, right? So I think it's good to be a hardworking, but I think it's more important to be motivated to do something great, right? Because if you're not
Yeah.
motivated, you're just going to be stuck just working hard at you know at what you're doing now,
Mm.
right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, so I think that's we're running out of time now, so we can end our conversation here.
Mm.
But yeah, I think that was a
Yeah.
great conversation. It was a good conversation. It was great talking to you today, Snow.
Thank you, teacher.
All right, all right. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, okay? And I'll talk to you next time.
Yeah.
All right,
Talk to you next time.
bye.
Have a great day.
Thank you.